I hear that they are really promoting WWE a lot. And I understand that the news of the upcoming draft broke during football coverage. Is that true?
Yeah. Yes,
Really?
it did.
Was that
It
by
was.
design?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Tom Brenneman. I heard it on the Reds game, the Bengals game, and it seemed like that was the first one to kind of put it out there. And it just so happens I'm a Bengals fan, sadly. So I was out there and I was able to get that. As soon as I heard that, I requested a comment from WWE. They had a press release out in about 20-25 minutes. So yeah, they confirmed it. The draft. Well, they announced on Fox that the draft would be on SmackDown. Then WWE announced Raw and SmackDown, of course.
Yep. And apparently they're going to have personalities from Fox and NBCU announcing some of the picks. I'm not going to lie. I can't name one Fox personality. I don't know if I can name one NBCU personality because I'm not a big
Todd Crisley.
You always mention him. Is he still relevant? Isn't he going to prison?
Might be. What about Stewie Griffin? Peter Griffin?
I mean, that would be funny. I would like that if they could pull that off.
Why couldn't they pull that off?
I mean, I suppose they could.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see a way that they couldn't.
Let me ask you this question. So, we're not going to do a big mock draft here, but your number one pick for SmackDown, your number one pick for Raw.
Number one pick. Well, it depends on who gets the first overall pick. First overall pick,
SmackDown
I think,
probably because they're going first.
Okay. I think should be a woman, 100%. Because here's the thing, they're hoping to capture lapsed fans. Obviously, I think a really, really good way to indicate to lapsed fans that hey, things are a little bit different than the last time you probably watched is to establish that maybe the most important person is a woman. And I wouldn't hate it if they did 4 horsewomen back to back to back to back like that.
Yeah, they won't
to
do that.
really hammer it home, like kind of like a one-upping situation. But then again, we don't know. Like we don't know if this is going to be Bischoff and Heyman doing it or just things read off. So we don't know if there's going to be that sense of competition. Number one should be a woman. Number two, also you got to wonder, will champions be involved? How will that work?
Usually they are.
Yeah, will champions be picked? Will it be slotted? I don't know. We're going to do a mock draft ahead of this, but I would say number two should be somebody like Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar. But in the past, like they've not had Roman Reigns number one. They've not had John Cena number one. They were very careful to do that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think I'd probably put Braun high up. I'd probably have Braun go to SmackDown because he needs a change of scenery very badly. They dropped the ball with him so badly in the last 2 years. So I'd have him high up. And I would also have Brock. Brock is still technically a Raw guy. SmackDown is going to be the number one show for WWE as of 2 weeks. So I would have Brock going to SmackDown as well.